Okay, let's get one thing straight. This day started off horribly. And when I say horribly, I don't mean I ran out of my favorite cereal or my phone battery died. No, I mean a full-on catastrophe. It all began when my mom walked into my room with the most terrifying sentence in history. "Sweetie, I have a surprise for you." The word surprise in her vocabulary always means something bad. Last time, it was a pottery class. Yeah, we still have my sad excuse for a vase in the storage closet, and honestly, it looks more like a lump of clay with commitment issues. This time, the surprise was even worse.
"You're going to your grandma's for 2 weeks,"
Mom announced with way too much enthusiasm. My brain struggled to process the information. 2 weeks. In the middle of nowhere. With no Wi-Fi. "Mom, but I have plans," I wailed, even though my plans mostly involved eating chips and binge-watching TV shows. But still, those are plans, right?
"It's already decided,"
she said in that tone that made it clear my opinion was completely irrelevant. And that's how I ended up here. In the car. Heading toward a place where even the nearest store is a 30-minute walk. Surrounded by mosquitoes that have a personal vendetta against me. Day 1. Welcome to the middle of nowhere. When we finally arrived, Grandma greeted me with open arms. In one hand, she held a basket of eggs. In the other, a suspiciously large knife. Yep, classic Grandma.
"Oh, you've grown so much,"
she exclaimed before giving me a slap on the back so hard I almost dropped my phone. The first thing I noticed, this house smelled real. Like a mix of fresh hay, homemade bread, and something I'm pretty sure wouldn't pass a health inspection. And then came the real shocker. Grandma led me to the barn and pointed at a bed made of hay.
"You'll be sleeping here,"
she said cheerfully. Great. I wasn't at Grandma's. I had entered some sort of survival reality show. Day 2. Chickens are not cute. My first task, feeding the chickens. Easy, I thought. I severely underestimated these winged demons. The moment I opened the gate, they charged at me with the energy of concert fans rushing the stage. I threw the feed and tried to retreat, but nope. The chickens decided I was their new best friend, and we were in this together forever. I spent the next 10 minutes running for my life while Grandma laughed like she was watching peak stand-up comedy. Day 3. The cow does not care about me. Grandma thought I should learn how to milk a cow. This was the same cow that looked at me like I was an IRS agent auditing her taxes. I sat down, grabbed the bucket, got ready, and the cow just walked away. Just walked. Away. Even the chickens showed more interest in me. Day 5. Geese are straight-up villains. Okay, if you've ever heard stories about how aggressive geese are, believe them. They are all true. Grandma sent me to fetch water from the well. I was minding my own business when I heard a sinister rustling behind me. I turned around and saw him. A massive white goose standing in the middle of the yard, staring at me like a final boss in a video game. I took a step back. He took a step forward. I tried to go around. He pivoted like an NBA player. I ran. He chased me. Spoiler, the goose was faster. Day 7. The village mystery. At this point, I had accepted that Wi-Fi was a myth, so I decided to explore. There was an old abandoned house in the village, and apparently it had some spooky urban legend attached to it. Naturally, I had no choice but to check it out. One night, I grabbed a flashlight and headed there. The door creaked open, because of course abandoned houses always have creaky doors. Inside, it was dark, smelled like damp wood, and bam! Something crashed to the ground and I bolted out of there faster than I have ever run in my life. But here's the twist. I wasn't the only one running. I spun around and nearly knocked over a guy my age who was, get this, laughing his head off.
"Oh man, sorry.
He said, trying to catch his breath.
You freaked out so much I couldn't help it."
I squinted at him. This guy was way too confident, and worse, kinda cute. "Wait, so you plan to scare people?" I snapped.
No, I came to check out the legend too, but now I have a new scary story. City girl who runs faster than the wind.
I rolled my eyes, but honestly, I kind of liked him. Day 10. Maybe this isn't so bad. Okay, I'll admit it. This place isn't that terrible. Sure, I still miss Wi-Fi, but I found something even better. Grandma's homemade pies. They aren't just food, they're magic. Not sure if I can ever go back to eating regular chips after this. Day 14. The end of my rural saga. The day had come. Time to leave. Grandma looked at me and said,
Well, now you're a real farm girl.
I glanced down at my mud-covered sneakers and clothes that smelled like cows and realized arguing would be pointless. On the way home, I finally got signal, praise be, and my phone exploded with unread messages. My friends were asking if I had survived, if I was still alive, or if I had any permanent emotional damage from my goose encounter. I smirked and typed, I have officially completed farm life hardcore mode. Nothing scares me now, not even my math test.